buildings are not just a Joburg problem. The buildings have been thrust into the spotlight, of course, after a blaze that ripped through the Johannesburg building downtown, killing, now we know, 76 people, 2 more dying, according to the Minister of Health a short while ago in hospital. Now let's find out what the situation is like in Durban. Our reporter Lethiwe Mdluli standing by to tell us there. Lethiwe, good afternoon. Lukele, what is the situation at eThekwini?
Well, Braden, the situation here in Durban is not under control. I had a chance to speak to a lot of authorities, including the mayor of eThekwini, Mdluli, and also the MEC for Human Settlements and Public Works. And they are saying that there's quite a number of buildings here in Durban that are abandoned and some squatters have taken over them. But it doesn't look as if the government has a plan or the municipality has a plan to, 1, get rid of these buildings, or 2, to try find accommodation for these people. What we have seen on the ground, because we did visit a few of these buildings in the CBD, is that a lot of these places, there's a lot of people living inside these buildings, and it's not safe buildings. The state of them is quite bad, and it's not a place where people should be occupying. And unfortunately, the municipality is aware of what is currently happening. They have identified these buildings. Some of them are owned by the municipality and also government, but unfortunately, they are not really acting. But the mayor of eThekwini, Mdluli, did say that they are trying, but in some cases, or in most cases, they are taken to court by people who are either owners of these buildings when they try to relocate people, or the courts and NGOs get involved, and unfortunately they can't do anything once the matter is in court. They have to wait for those processes to finish. So basically what he's saying is that when they can act, they are able to as a municipality, but when they can't, especially when the courts are involved, unfortunately they have to wait it out. But unfortunately it's been years. I mean, they know these buildings, some of them are owned by them, but they're not really taking any action in trying to address the situation. We also asked him why they are not building homes for these people, because they know that there's a lot of people in the city that need places to live. But unfortunately, he is saying that the city of Durban has a land issue where the municipality is having trouble identifying land and building homes. But if they do find the land, they start with those people who follow the law, because what the mayor is saying is that these people that are occupying these buildings, unfortunately, are not following the law. They're actually just breaking it. So they are asking for these people to rather wait it out and go to the municipality, tell them that they do not have homes, and then they will be put on a list just like everyone else, and then in future they will get housing. So it's a huge issue, and we did ask them how many buildings in the city are abandoned or they are looking to relocate people from, and they are saying that it's quite many. They didn't give us an exact number, but of course they are saying that to avoid a situation where there's a disaster such as the one that happened in Johannesburg yesterday, they are intensifying their inspections. While speaking to the mayor a bit earlier on, this is what he had to say.
We are intensifying our building inspection as a city so that we know exactly in a flat that is supposed to live only 4 family members. You'll find in some instances that you'll have 50 people. They've demarcated that area, petitioned it, and there are 50 people who reside there. So we're going to be enforcing our legislations and the bylaws of the city in relation to building laws, so that even the disaster legislations, because it doesn't allow, each and every building must serve the number of people that are expected, because when it was designed for that particular number.
Mr. Mdluli, the mayor there speaking to you a little bit earlier, Lukele, but I understand you also spoke to abahlali basemjondolo. I mean, that's one organization we know, especially in the KZN area, that's been campaigning for the homeless.
Of course, I spoke to their deputy president, Bonolo Mqapheli, and basically what abahlali basemjondolo are saying is that they are losing the fight. They've been urging government and also the municipality here in Durban to find alternative accommodation for people, because the issue has been ongoing for years. But unfortunately, they are seeing that government just doesn't have the will to help these people. And when they do, they sometimes go to places where people have found a land to build in. in, and they chase them away using violence. And so they are saying that this situation that happened in Joburg might happen in cities such as Durban, because there's a lot of people who migrate from rural areas coming to urban areas or coming to the city looking for jobs. And in most cases, these people, when they come here, they don't have accommodation, so they try and find a place where they can sleep. The municipality is aware of this, the government is aware of it, but they're not doing anything. And abahlali baseMjondolo have been advocating for years for safe living spaces for these people, and they are saying that these disasters are something that we might have to experience as a country more and more because of the lack of political will from government and also our municipalities as well. But I did speak to Mqapheli Bonolo a bit earlier on, and this is what he had to say about the situation.
So we can encourage them to say, can you look at those buildings? We just drive past right now to Stella Street. It's one of the biggest buildings that eThekwini municipality own. But how long it's been left vacant? How many people that they don't even have a place to sleep right now? So encourage them that, can they fix those buildings and allocate people accordingly, that they must have a place to call home, and then continue to maintain it and be able to be in charge who's in, who's going out. And then we can be able to stop all these crises that we are facing in this country.